You should watch this movie all the way to the end if you have XRP. Hi, and welcome to the group. My name is Nick. If this video is your first time on the channel, I hope you decide to join by the end. This ad was recently made by XRP Drops, and it's from Ripple. And Ripple is putting together the building blocks for the world economy's future. It's now a 13-second clip. I'm about to play it here. I want everyone to understand one thing, though. XRP should have been at this price or that price, even though it may not seem like it's doing much. Please take a short step back. Okay, look around and see what this place still lacks. Is this a market that really values utility? Is utility talked about every day as one of the most bullish things ever? You know, X is all over YouTube and everywhere else. Not at all. In fact, joke coins are the best thing about crypto right now that everyone loves. Things are getting crazy. Things that could only pump. No one cares when something like XRP isn't going up or when you hear all this great stuff about usefulness. It doesn't matter. And that will be the worst thing for a lot of people who use crypto. I really think everyone should join the free chat. In the next sentence, there will be a link at the top. This is a free Discord that is one of the most useful and helpful ones out there. It has a free side with a lot of free crypto gems, market strategies, tips, market trends, and charts. And new cheat sheets will also be dropped in this Discord. And already we have a lot of comments from Discord users who are raving about how great it is. Now, what do you wait for? Just click on the link at the top of this sentence to join the free Discord. But let's talk about this. You can laugh now, but XRP will power the whole world one day. Thanks to Crypto Basic for the great write-up. One quick look at this shows that Ripple is indeed building the infrastructure of the future for the global economy. I'll look it over. That's it for now. A 13-second clip, nothing too crazy. Does it prove anything? It just proves that they are, in fact, building the infrastructure for the global economy of the future. But that was pretty clear from all the ties Ripple has and what they've been pushing. However, I would like to add to this by going back to not too long ago, around May 1st. This comes from Paul Barron. And we have this crazy response from bank after bank when he looks at just a few of Ripple's partnerships. Anyone who works with Ripple and XRP will have to ask themselves if this is somehow a sleeping giant ready to blow up. Look it over. That's a list of all the companies that work with Ripple. Of course, you can see them all as different. This is crazy, man. But these are all SBI assets, just bank after bank after bank. That's right, guys. It looks like this is what they have saved up right now compared to the things they're likely working on right now to start putting this plan into action even more. So the question is this a sleeping giant that might be about to blow up? You know what it is, right? But the thing is, everyone is waiting for XRP to go off in the middle of a bull run. All right, yes, this bull run for XRP will happen. They were getting ready, they were making plans. As soon as the rules are clear, all of this will start happening. As everyone is expecting, once rules are put in place for the space, nothing will happen for years and years, just like during the dot-com bubble. It's not going to be the same this time. But for those who have been building and getting ready, it's already there. They're ready already. We're ready. We know this because someone who works for Ripple told us that use cases are already planned. They are already ready. But we also have some of Ripple's most important clients and strategic relationships from around the world here. Take a look. In August 2022, Travox Bank in Brazil set its sights on cross-border payments through on-demand funding. It's also one of the few big banks that works with the Central Bank of Brazil. Payment lanes for Trans 025 and cross-border transfers will start in March 2022. In April 2023, the Central Bank of Montenegro, CBCG, will launch the central bank digital currency with Ripple. The Royal Monetary Authority of Bhutan will launch the national stablecoin, which is also known as the digital currency. The Hong Kong Monetary Authority will also launch the real estate tokenization pilot, which is also known as the CBDC. Up in the upper right corner, we can see that the Republic of Palau issued the PSC Palau stablecoin US dollar in August 2023 on the XRP ledger. Also, there is the BI's Bank for International Settlements, Cross-Border Payments and Scrapability and Extension Task Force. Bank of England finished it up in August 2023, as well a proof of concept with Ripple. This shows how they move two different currencies and two different virtual RTGS at the same time using the intraledger protocol. That didn't seem very new to me, but since this is with Juniper Research, it could be new. On top of that, the Ripple CBC platform has use cases for both retail and trade. You should think about what's happened in the last few years. That's right, guys, the links that Ripple has made, it's not funny. That is, there is no business in this area. It doesn't matter who you are. These kinds of players are not in your lineup. This kind of player doesn't have you tapped in. Everyone can make fun of Ripple and laugh at XRP and how it's doing. But what they don't see is what happens after the rules are in place. What do these people really think about this space? Do they really believe that when rules hit the space, it will be like nothing happened? No, these big names are to blame. That's why we pay attention to big names like Ripple. Also, since you are an investment, we don't know what's in the hundreds of NDAs that could be sent. The 1,700 contracts have nothing in them that we know of. Do you remember this? A huge number of NDAs, 1,700 contracts, completely crazy. It's all based on XRP. These are deals for XRP. Just think about how many relationships Ripple really has. Tokenization turns real-world goods into digital tokens, which opens up new investment opportunities. Trading and lending can happen on the blockchain with the help of financial standards, and building up infrastructure makes it possible for the system to work smoothly. One of their new ideas is multi-purpose tokens that can be used to tokenize real-world assets and make them more reliable and useful. Their user-centered design makes them easy to use and meets the wants and expectations of users so that blockchain can be widely adopted. It also stresses financial inclusion, making it easier for everyone to get financial services and helping underserved communities get business chances. In the future, they want to use blockchain technology in even more areas, which will make digital assets more valuable and easy to sell. Their EVM sidechain project connects Ethereum's developer community with Ripple's infrastructure, which encourages new ideas and widespread use. RippleX focuses on useful, significant solutions that hope to make blockchain technology easy to use and helpful, improving the speed, honesty, and accessibility of finance. For the most part, what they're saying is that the old rails of the banking system need to be replaced. To do this best, we need to bring in new technology. This is also what the BIs told us. The goal of the BIs project is to change the way global payments are made. All of this is done with a single notebook. The Enbridge project has reached the minimum viable product stage and is now looking for more foreign help. Please keep in mind that this is a private and state partnership for instant cross-border payments and settlement. Do you remember who worked for the BIs? Well, one of only a few names in the space who isn't from Quant who works for the BIs. Even stranger, let's go back to that first part, right? Ripple says it will build the infrastructure for the world economy of the future. Nick, you might say, well, this is Project Bridge, it's not connected to Ripple. A big thank you to Smoke Dog. Link between Ripple, the MCBDC bridge platform, and an SDR that is based on blockchain. Liquidity pools on Ripple's on-demand liquidity platform can keep the MCBDC bridge platform running. ISO 22 is used as the standard. In order to pay, MCBDC bridge used SDR to leverage CBDCs. So once digital currency systems are set up by central banks in some countries, it would be easy to connect them so that people could use them to send and receive payments and messages through systems like MCBDC or interlinking. As a leader in DLT, cross-border payments, Ripple has already accepted ISO 22 standards. This means that other DLT networks might do the same. There is also an MCBDC bridge on Ripple's on-demand liquidity market over here. Also over here is the multi-currency common settlement platform. This will let countries pay each other directly without having to go through expensive foreign banks. The combined MCBDC model gives everyone more control over governance because everyone has to follow the same set of rules and governance arrangements. These set of rules determine how the shared ledger is structured. To make sure that the country's CBDC can join to other systems outside the country, the MCBDC model will need to come up with a set of common standards. The standard ISO 282 gives CBDCs a shared language. This is everything you need to know about MCBDC communication. Between the central bank and the G20 shared platform, the MCBDC governance model must divide up the work. There is also a note below that says the G20 Common Bridging Tool will be used to clear transactions that take place across borders. The bridge platform will be in charge of the exchange rates. This doesn't seem to be continuing over here, but banks that work together will issue special drawing rights on goods that can be traded on a smart contract-based platform. By the way, SDRs are tied to gold, which is interesting to think about.